Hey, so you're blind or visually impaired. Why do I think you're the most valuable person at home? Let's go discuss it and I'll tell you what I am thinking. Hey, it's Matt and I'm back with another video. So today I want to be talking about why I think you are the most valuable person at home as a blind or visually impaired person. So if you're following this channel and watching this video, I'm assuming that you are probably blind, visually impaired, legally blind, low vision, or maybe your spouse or partner is one of those. Or maybe you're just someone who enjoys watching these videos, which I really appreciate. Regardless of who you are, I'm really excited that you're here watching this video and supporting me and this channel and just listening to the content that I have to deliver. So why do I want to talk about you being valuable at home? Well, I was just thinking about it, and so I'm at home right now. I'm actually in my office recording this, and I was thinking, so if you've been following this, you know that Corey, my wife, she works a full-time job. So she reports to a job 4 days a week. She works 4 10-hour days. She has Fridays off. And I was thinking about it and I thought, she reports to this job for 10 hours a day, 4 days a week. And where does that put me? Like, how am I valuable in this relationship? And I was thinking and I thought, you know what? I'm actually very valuable. And I know that all of you are too. And a lot of you, from some of the comments I've been reading and some of the posts that I've been reading in some of the Facebook groups, it seems that some people don't think that they really have a purpose or any value in a relationship or just in general. And it's like, I completely disagree with that. I think that we bring a lot of value to a household, to a relationship, to a marriage, whatever it is, even to a friendship. So I wanted to discuss some of those ideas with you. So as Corey reports to her job 4 days per week, and she's gone, well, she works 10 hours, so she's actually probably gone more closer to probably 11 hours per day during the week. And that leaves me at home most of those days, unless I have some kind of obligation that I am off doing one of those days or a couple of those days. But what do I do at home to make me valuable? And I actually spend a lot of time doing a lot of things around the house. I would say that the majority of the at-home projects are actually done by me. When it comes to laundry, not so much. I was about to say cooking. I don't really do a whole lot of cooking. I do some of the prep work. So I will possibly thaw some meat. I'll cut it up. I'll cut up vegetables. I'll get everything prepped. And then when Corey gets home, she can usually throw things together. So I help in that aspect. So I would say I don't help out a ton there, but I do some. But when it comes to laundry and cleaning and handling a variety of other things around the house, I would say I do the majority, if not all of it. So typically when Corey makes dinner, when we clean up the dishes, she cleans the dishes sometimes, but I would say for the most part, I wash the dishes, I dry the dishes, I put the dishes away, or I will load them in the dishwasher. And then eventually after a few days, I'll unload the dishwasher after, I run it and then I unload it. So that's what I do. I keep the house clean. I have a regimen where I run through the house at least once a week and I do kind of a thorough cleaning, kind of top to bottom, and I do that. As far as laundry goes, I feel like I'm doing laundry, I don't know, every few days I'm running laundry. Like right now, I actually have clothes in the washer. I need to go run out there and throw them in the dryer here after I'm done with this video. So I do almost all the laundry. So when the laundry is done, I fold everything and I make nice little stacks. And then when Corey comes home, I let her put it away just because I don't know where she likes to keep her clothes. Obviously, I put my own clothes away. A lot of other things that I handle too. I handle all of our finances. That's something that's very important to me. It's something that I feel like I have a lot of knowledge with and experience with. And it's something I'm very comfortable doing. So I manage all of our finances when it comes to anything, literally paying any bills, just dealing with people or customer service for any reason that I need to, not necessarily finances related, but let's just say, for example, if I need to call like our phone company or the gas company or the electrical company or something about our Amazon Prime membership or anything, literally anything, I handle all of those phone calls, which, as anybody knows, that can actually be kind of a lot of work sometimes, calling these people and just handling little issues here and there. So I'm always the person that does that kind of stuff. Corey really dislikes calling customer service and just working through little issues like that. She doesn't like that type of work, but it actually doesn't bother me. So there's a lot of times that I'm at home while Corey's gone at work, and I feel like I spend a lot of my time actually doing things around the house. I could be running a few loads of laundry, meanwhile cleaning the house, and then while I'm maybe taking a little break from cleaning the house, maybe I'm making a variety of phone calls. And so I usually have a little list somewhere going of things I need to do. So like today, I called the city. I called two different city halls, and I had to ask them some questions regarding a couple of our rental properties. So that's something that Corey would really dislike to do, but I handled it today, and it's something that I actually don't mind at all. Something else that I just alluded to a little bit. As you know, we own a couple rental properties, and I do everything related to them, other than some minor paperwork that I actually need help with, like filling out a couple forms here and there. Other than filling out those forms, I do everything else. Obviously, I can't really fill out a form by myself. I typically know what the form looks like, and I know all the answers. I basically just need Corey to fill in all the blanks for me. So I sit there with her, and she reads the line and said, you know, what does this mean? What is the answer? And I'll say, oh, yeah, here's the answer, whatever like that. So like last night, we had a little bit of paperwork to do. We had to file for a rental license for one of the properties. It's a new property coming online here, and we need a rental license in order to get someone in there. So I needed her to fill out the form, and then today I called City Hall and I talked to the fire marshal who's actually in charge of the inspections for rental properties, and I kind of talked to him and everything I need to do to make sure the property is in compliance with the city laws and regulations for a rental. So then I had to set up, the inspection for him to come through and check out the property, make sure it's up to code and everything like that. So I feel like in the house, at home, I provide a lot of value to our relationship because I'm always working on something. Like I mentioned, cleaning the house, like cleaning the garage, doing laundry, prepping meal prep, not actually doing the cooking, but meal prep. And actually, every morning I wake up with Corey. We wake up at 5:20 every morning during the week when she needs to work, and she goes into the bathroom and kind of starts getting ready for work. I run downstairs and I start prepping her lunch and her breakfast, and I get everything ready for her. So when she comes down, literally all she needs to do is basically just throw some food on the plate or in the bowl and go and sit and eat. And then I usually package up everything into her bag. And then I take it outside and I start her car and I load her car up and everything. As you probably know, this time of year here in Minnesota, it's very cold right now. So I like to head outside and I like to start her car and let it run for a few minutes so she can just come out and literally hop right in and just drive away. I also handle taking out all of the garbage and recycling, taking all that in, shoveling the driveway and the sidewalk. I wouldn't say typically, I almost never walk to the mailbox. I've done it, I think, 2 or 3 times walking to the mailbox. It's something I'm just not very comfortable with because it's just like, I feel like I'm going to get lost. But for those of you who think maybe like, oh, I'm blind, I'm visually impaired, I don't work, and I don't provide a whole lot of value, I would completely disagree. I think that you're providing a ton of value around your house, maybe to your spouse or your significant other, or possibly your family members, whoever you live with, or whatever situation you have. I guarantee you are providing a ton of value to those people. You maybe just need to think about it and think like, what are the things that you're able to do? And what are you doing? Like I expressed, as Corey's leaving for a job, working a traditional job, that's not really something I can do. I guess I probably could work a traditional job, but honestly, I don't even know what I could do, and I feel like I actually have some ideas that I want to talk about this in a different video, but just briefly to hit on this, I don't really know what I would do for a traditional job because my vision is so bad that, obviously there's a lot of jobs out there that I could do, but it's not something that I do. I'd rather own a bunch of rental properties and have my income be from rental properties versus reporting to a job for many reasons, just because I love the freedom that it gives me. So I guess I'm getting off track a little bit from the scope of this video, but the point I'm making is that you actually do provide a lot of value. You just need to maybe like think about it a little bit and think of what are the things you can do as a blind or visually impaired person compared to maybe your spouse or your significant other or family members who are reporting to a job each day if you're not reporting to a job as well. So just think about what it is that you're doing, and just recognize that you actually are providing a lot of value and helpful skills just around the house, and whatever else you're doing. So yeah, anyway, those are just some of my thoughts. And I like I said, I noticed in some of the comments and in some of the Facebook groups that some people think like, oh, they don't have a whole lot of value and they're not providing anything. And I absolutely think that you are. I think all of us have something to provide, and all of us are doing just a really great job. And I really just want to give you support and just know that you provide so much value. So yeah, I think that will be it for this video right now. If you have any comments or questions regarding anything I said in this video, please feel free to leave those down below, and I do answer every single question that comes in. It's something that's very important to me. Otherwise, if you're new to the channel, please feel free to subscribe to the channel, and I'd love to get to know you down in the comments section. Just feel free to write anything and I will respond to you. Thanks again for watching this. I'll see you again probably tomorrow.